The Olive Merchant of Corinth, Ancient Secrets to Lasting Wealth. This is a story drawn from the ancient truth echoed in the wisdom of King Solomon. The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. Proverbs 21 verse V. Join us as we journey back to ancient Greece, to the bustling streets of Corinth, where marble temples kissed the sky and philosophy ruled the hearts of men. In a time where oracles whispered and the Stoics pondered fate, one humble olive merchant discovered that the true path to wealth was not found in the clinking of coins, but in timeless principles, wisdom that echoes across the ages. The Olive Merchant of Corinth. In the golden age of Corinth, nestled between the twin harbors of Lycaum and Cenchreae, lived a man named Lysandros. Neither noble by birth nor wealthy by inheritance, he was the son of a potter and had inherited only a single grove of olive trees, a gift most men would call modest, if not meager. But Lysandros had something more valuable than gold, an insatiable hunger for wisdom. Each morning, as the sun bathed the hills in liquid gold, Lysandros would walk among his olive trees, his hands brushing the branches like a priest blessing his flock. He was known in the agora not for his wealth, but for his curious mind. While others drank wine and discussed tales of Homer, Lysandros sought the wisdom of philosophers. One afternoon, while sitting under the shade of a sycamore, he asked the philosopher Irenaeus, "Master, how does one turn a single grove into a fortune without cheating the gods or his fellow man?" Irenaeus, stroking his long white beard, replied with a proverb, "As the roots beneath the earth determine the strength of the tree, so too does discipline determine the strength of a man's wealth." This was the seed that would change Lysandros' life. The 5 stones of wealth. Irenaeus shared with him what he called the 5 stones of wealth, ancient truths that, like the oracle at Delphi, spoke in riddles yet revealed profound paths. 1. Pay thyself first. Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the first fruits of all your produce. Proverbs 3:9. Irenaeus instructed, when your olives are sold, keep 1/10 for yourself, not for spending, not for feasting, but for planting the tree of tomorrow. Lysandros obeyed. He began setting aside 1 in every 10 drachmas he earned. Others laughed at his frugality, but month after month, his hidden pouch grew heavy. 2. Make thy money multiply. The lazy hand brings poverty, but the diligent hand brings wealth. Proverbs 10:4. What use is a coin that sleeps in a jar? Asked Irenaeus. Put thy money to work like a servant who never tires. Lysandros invested his saved drachmas with a wine merchant needing olive oil in bulk for export. In return, he received a share of profits. His money, like bees in spring, began to produce honey. 3. Guard against loss. The prudent sees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer for it. Proverbs 27:12. One day, a traveler from Athens offered Lysandros a chance to double his savings through a shipping venture. It sounded tempting, but remembering Irenaeus' words, "Seek counsel before risk, the wise man listens to many but trusts few," he declined. That ship later wrecked near Naxos. His caution saved him. 4. Increase thy skill. Do you see a man skillful in his work? He will stand before kings. Proverbs 22:29. Lysandros took pride in his craft. He learned better ways to press oil, stored it in amphorae sealed with beeswax, and traded not just locally, but with merchants from distant islands. His skill became his signature. People would say, if the jar bears Lysandros' mark, it bears Corinth's finest oil. 5. Give to the needy, and God shall replenish. One gives freely, yet grows all the richer. Another withholds what he should give, and only suffers want. Proverbs 11:24. Though his wealth grew, Lysandros never forgot the widow who gave him bread in his days of lack. Each harvest he gave oil to the temple and to the poor. His generosity became his legacy, a house built on stone. Years passed. Lysandros' small grove became a great orchard. His name was spoken not only in Corinth, but as far as Ephesus and Crete. Kings sent envoys to buy his oil, and philosophers referenced him in their teachings. Yet he remained humble, always reminding the young men who sought his wisdom. Gold is like fire. Uncontrolled, it can consume, but directed, it can forge empires. Wealth gained without wisdom is like a chariot with no driver. Lysandros' tomb, near the hill where his first olive tree stood, bore a simple inscription. Here lies a man who planted with patience, gave with joy, and harvested wisdom. Dear friend, the story of Lysandros is not a tale of luck, but of timeless truths, truths that still apply today. Discipline, wise planning, generosity, and skillful labor are the cornerstones of lasting wealth. If you found this story inspiring and wish to learn more about ancient and biblical principles for success, then do us a favor. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a new story that could change your life. Remember, wealth begins not in the hand, but in the heart and mind. Until next time, may wisdom guide your path, and may your growth flourish.